Jesus sends 12 out to teach. As Jesus went about preaching and teaching and healing the people of all manners of illnesses, he felt pity for them, because they were like sheep without a shepherd.
The harvest is great, but the workers are few. Pray that the Lord of the harvest will send out workers.
After saying this, Jesus called the 12 apostles to him and gave them the power to heal diseases and drive out unclean spirits. Then he sent them out in pairs, 2 by 2, to preach only to the Jewish nation, saying, "The kingdom of heaven is at hand." At this time they were not to preach to the Gentiles or the Samaritans. They were to heal the sick, raise the dead, cleanse the lepers, and cast out demons. Jesus said, "You are not to take any money or extra clothes for this preaching trip, for the laborer is worthy to be fed and taken care of. When you go into a town, look around for someone who is worthy, and stay with them until you are ready to leave. Salute the house as you enter it. When you leave, if your host was worthy, leave your peace there, but if not worthy, let your peace return to you. And whoever will not receive you or hear your word, then shake off the dust of your feet as you leave the house or that city. I tell you truthfully, in the day of judgment, it will be easier for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah than for that city. Behold, I send you out as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be wise as snakes and harmless as doves. Be wary of men, for they will put you before councils to be scourged, before governors and kings, for my sake, for a testimony to them and to the Gentiles. When they deliver you up, do not worry about what you should say, for the Father shall give you the words to say in that hour. God's Spirit will speak in you. A brother shall deliver up his brother, and all men shall hate you for my sake, but he who endures to the end shall be saved. If they persecute you in one city, flee to the next, for the Son of Man will come before you have gone through all the cities of Israel.
A disciple is not above his teacher, nor a servant above his master. If they have called me the devil, how much more will they accuse you? But don't be afraid of them, for there is nothing hidden that will not be made known. What I tell you in secret, you are to shout upon the rooftops. Be not afraid of anyone who is able to kill only your body, for they cannot harm your soul. Sparrows are cheap, yet God knows when any of them falls to the ground. The very hairs of your head are numbered. Whenever anyone confesses me before men, I will confess him before God. If anyone denies me before men, I will deny him before God. He who loves his parents more than me, so that he does not put me first, is not worthy of me. He who does not follow me is not worthy of me. He who tries to keep his physical life shall lose his eternal life. And he who loses his physical life for my sake shall keep his eternal life. He who receives you receives me, and he who receives me receives the one who sent me. If you welcome a prophet in the name of a prophet, you will receive a prophet's reward. If anyone gives a cup of cold water to any of these little ones who is a disciple, he will receive a reward.
Then he sent out the 12 apostles, and they went about preaching and healing in the towns of Galilee. While the 12 apostles were preaching, King Herod had John the Baptist killed. He had put John in prison, for John had said it was unlawful for him to have married his brother's wife, Herodias. Herodias wanted John killed, but Herod was afraid to touch him, knowing he was a righteous and holy man. On his birthday, Herod gave a banquet for his high officials. The daughter of Herodias danced for them, and Herod promised to give her anything she wanted. She asked her mother, who said, "Ask him for the head of John the Baptist." Herod was dismayed when he heard her request, but because he had promised, he went ahead and had John killed. Then John's disciples came and buried his body. Some people were saying that Jesus was Elijah. Others said he was really John the Baptist, raised from the dead, and that was where he got his power. This bothered Herod, and he tried to see Jesus. When the 12 returned, they told Jesus what they had taught and how they had healed. He said, "Let us go to a deserted area and rest a while." So they took a boat to a deserted place, but many saw them leave and recognized them, and ran along the seashore, getting there ahead of them.